learn about newspapers, its parts, and sections. So, first, what is a newspaper? A newspaper is a form of printed media. It is a powerful mode of mass communication. It is being printed all over the world in different languages. So, let us go to the parts of the newspaper. I have here an example of newspaper. The first part is the nameplate or the masthead. So the masthead is found usually at the upper part of the newspaper. So this one is the masthead. It has a special font text or style of the text. So the title of this newspaper is the Philippine Star. So next part is the cut. The cut is the photo or pictures or illustration that is found in the newspaper. So here, obviously, the cut is these pictures we have here in the newspaper.
The next part of a newspaper is the headline, and this is the headline. The headline is the title given to a story. And the next part is the lead. The lead is the first sentences of a news story, informing the reader of who, where, what, when, and sometimes how and why. And this is the lead. And the next part is the jump line. The jump line is here. And it tells line telling a reader where the story is continued.
The next part of a newspaper is a catline. Here is a catline. A catline is a descriptive information appealing with a piece of art, and it also called a caption. The next part of a newspaper is a graphic. A graphic is a combination of artwork and words which helps to visually explain a story.
So the next part of the newspaper is an index. Index is an alphabetized table of contents of the newspaper. So index is a table of contents of the newspaper. And the next is the photo credits. So photo credits are reference to the source of a photograph. So meaning editorial is a source of a photo or the illustrations of the newspaper.
Next parts of a newspaper is deck, a secondary headline which provides additional info about the story. So this is the example of deck. So this is the example. And
so next is the byline. The byline is the name of the author found just above the article. In this example, this is the byline.
Now we are done with the parts of the newspaper. Let's proceed to the sections of newspaper. So first section is the general news. General news is usually the most important news in both local and abroad. So this is usually found in the front page of the newspaper. And the title of the news is being printed in big, bold letters called banner headlines. So you can find here the general news in the front page. So this is the banner headline or the title of the general news, and the general news is in here. Next is the local and foreign news section. So it contains news from towns and cities of the nation and abroad. So example of that is this one. So as you can see, there is a title there, no ransom demand for Indonesian fishermen. That is foreign news. Then this Comelec to proclaim the Cotabato.
The next section of a newspaper is the editorial, and this is the editorial or editorial page. This section contains articles called editorials, and we also see here the views or opinions of the editor or publisher on certain issues or events. The next section of a newspaper is the sports, and this is the sports page. This section contains news on events containing sports from in and out of the country. It also contains well-known people in the sports world.
The next section of a newspaper is classified ads. So we can see here the classifier. So classified advertising is a form of advertising which is particularly common in a newspaper, online, and other periodicals which may be sold or distributed free of charge. So classified advertisements are much cheaper than displays advertisements used by business. And although displays advertising is more widespread. So in classified ads, it contains advertisements that fall under the categories like help, wanted, for lease or for sale, and what you wanted to buy. So we can find here.
The next section of the newspaper is business and finance section. Business and finance sections contains businessmen and people interested in business with information on banking, foreign exchange rates, imports and exports, and prices of prime commodities.
The next section of the newspaper is entertainment section. Contains info about movies, radio, television, and other activities of entertainment. So this is the example of the entertainment page. So here, and movie.
This is where announcements about people who recently passed away are found.